Hello, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to the Sheffield United Way for another match reaction to Sheffield United versus Reading, or to be more specific, Sheffield United 4, Reading Zilcho. Absolutely put them to the sword tonight. What a fantastic performance. Any negatives? Can I think of any? I don't think so. I don't think there was one negative from tonight. I don't think anyone got injured. McBurney might have picked up a slight knock where he eventually went off. But geez, what a game! What a fantastic game to go to. And just loved it from start to finish. And really, it was from start to finish because we started that game. It might have even been better than the start to the Blackburn game. We were fast, we were furious, we were pressurizing every single ball. The passing was so incisive, so quick. And we created so many chances in this game. We could have had a hatful. We could have had 6, 7, 8, 9 even maybe. I don't know, but we certainly had a couple of chances that were really clear-cut chances that we didn't put away, and we still won 4-0. We played top of the league, remember, again. Now, don't for a second do I think that Reading are going to finish in the top 6. Not on that performance anyway. Reading have obviously done well to be top of the league as of right now. It's good to be top of the league at any time of the season. But yeah, few games in, Reading top of the league. I think I was expecting a little bit more from them than Blackburn. I don't know if they have actually, they probably offered less than Blackburn. They probably weren't as bad as Blackburn, and we still beat them 4-0. I think we were better in this game than we were against Blackburn. I really do. And that is saying something because we were fantastic against Blackburn. Oh, what a game, guys. What a game. I'm only going to talk really about the big chances and the goals tonight because there was too much to talk about. They really were, because we were so good. I know I keep saying it over and over again, but we really were. It was fantastic to watch. It really was. And everyone in that stadium or everyone watching on streams around the world, you will have all felt the same. But in the ground, it was rocking tonight. It really was. I think the players just kind of demanded that from the crowd tonight with how well they played. And anyway, let's get into it. It's we've got a lot to get through, but I've not seen my wife or my baby son for much time today, so I will try and make this quite short so I can see him pretty quickly. So first goal really early on, and Nell brings it out from the right-hand side. Where else would he bring it out from? But he just kept running and running and running, as he has done all season. He picks that ball up and he just sprints like Usain Bolt. He gets the ball into Doyle. Doyle fires it out wide to Lowe. Lowe plays in a fantastic first-time ball. It might have took a slight nick, but it gets through to McBurney. McBurney beats his man at the front post and smashes that header in the bottom corner. From where I was sat, it didn't look like it was in. It's like, oh, we've just scored. That was early. And it was McBurney. What's going on? But McBurney is on fire at the moment. If McBurney didn't score against Luton, I'm not sure he would have put this away, but he's on fire now. And this is what we want to see. This is what we've been hoping to see ever since he signed from Swansea. And I'm all here for it. I'm absolutely loving life right now. Somebody did say in the last game, that the Luton match reaction in the comments that Ollie obviously did. But Bernie scores his first goal and Nick's not here to give him credit. Well, he scored his second goal and I'm here to give him that credit. He was great yet again. He's build-up play as well. And this is what I've been hoping from McBurney from the very first minute that we signed him, because his highlights from when he had that really good season for Swansea, it wasn't just scoring goals. It wasn't just holding up. It was the link-up play too as well. And it was there tonight. It really, really was. And it's great to see. Another one, Doyle set up low for that cross for McBurney. Doyle, again, the ball comes up to him. He swings his leg at it and just kind of plays a beautiful through ball over to Iliman Ndiaye. He's one-on-one with the goalkeeper. He doesn't quite, it's bouncing, he's trying to figure out how he's supposed to hit this in the back of the net. He probably should have took it on the laces and just had a go and smashed it. But he didn't. He kind of let it drop and then kind of just scuffed it wide a little bit. But another one, through one-on-one, that could have been 2-0 in the first half. And for me, looking how Reading were playing, that probably would have been game over. But we had to wait for the second half. I actually missed this goal. What happened was Doyle takes a fantastic corner, and it just, I don't know what the defender is doing there. Maybe wrestling with an L. But the ball, instead of him heading the ball in the back of the net from a corner, he volleys it with precision right into that bottom corner. An absolute rifle of a finish. Right in the bottom corner. And Nell runs away celebrating. And I'm like, he's going to win another man of the match here, isn't he? That's going to be 3 out of 4. Great finish from Enel. And we're 2-0 up, coasting. And at this point, as a Sheffield United fan, as a Yorkshireman, as a Blade, you are always thinking, oh, this is what happened against Sunderland. Exactly the same. Scored in the first half, scored really early in the second half, and then we gave away a sloppy goal, and it wasn't that comfortable in the second half. This one was as comfortable as you can get. And the third goal came. It was an absolutely fantastic, well, I say fantastic, but may have been slightly lucky, but you make your own luck when you're playing well. Lowe plays the ball into McBurney. He does a little flick. It comes a little bit off one of their players, and it just lands in a perfect position for Lowe to run onto. I actually think this ball was meant for somebody else, but it just landed in a perfect area, and Lowe just kept on running. He gets the ball. He lays it straight into Sander's feet. And Sander, he always knew where Illiman was, but he had loads and loads of time. He could have took the ball, pretended to shoot, and then laid it out wide, so Illy had an easier chance. But he gets it, lays it straight to him, and then the defense is all there. They're all stood in front of him, and Illy has so much to do. But they're probably trying to show him onto his right foot. But we know that Iliman Ndiaye can finish the ball with both feet, and he takes it onto his left, as he did against Blackburn Rovers, and curled it into the bottom corner. This time, not off the post, so not as good, Illy, but it'll certainly do. It was a fantastic finish yet again from Iliman Ndiaye. And we are 3-0 up, absolutely cruising. Then comes all the substitutions. Get Bash on, get Baldock off, get all sorts of players coming on and off, on and off. Illy comes off. McBurney comes off, and it's like, yeah, this is what 5 subs is all about. Get all the players off that we want to kind of make sure aren't going to get injured. A silly injury right in the last minute. We've got 5 subs. Let's use as many as we can. And then actually, James McAtee gets down the left-hand side. I think he should have whipped it in first time, but he doesn't. He stops. He waits. He waits for men to get into the box, and then he plays a brilliant, brilliant cross into the box. Bash gets in there, wins the header, and the keeper just tips it over the bar. Bash deserved that. He absolutely died for that one, and it's a great ball in from McAtee too. And this is what you want. Kadra came on. Kadra was all over them. They could not rest for a second. Like, you're 3-0 up, and you're bringing on players like James McAtee and Kadra and Chris Basham, who played or last season would have played every single minute under Paul Heckingbottom if he was fit. So having to bringing on these players is like absolutely lovely to see. It really is. And then the 4th goal came, and it was an L again. The ball's played back from Basham to Norwood. Norwood does his signature cross. That's when it's laid back to him, right onto the head of Anel. He stoops low and he flicks that ball into the bottom corner. What a performance by the Blades tonight. 4 fantastically worked goals. Like I said earlier, could have been many, many goals tonight. But it was just the 4. It was nice to see us score more than 3 goals because stupid to say, isn't it, really, as well? It's nice to score more than 3 goals. Who would have thought this? After that Watford game where we all looked a little bit jaded, all the team, it didn't feel like they'd had much of a pre-season, even though they had. They're all a bit all over the place. Lowe was rubbish when he came on. Norrington Davis looked a bit dodgy. All these players that we were thinking at the start of the season, they're looking dodgy. We need to try and replace them, or we need others to step up and replace them because they were terrible. Have all just come into their own. It's great to see. It really is. And I couldn't be happier for the boys tonight. I really couldn't. 4-0, like I said, that flattered Reading. It really did. I think they had one really good chance where the ball was curled kind of in swinging to the back post. I don't know who it was at the back stick for Reading, but just couldn't get there. It looked a lot closer to me from where I was sitting, but I've watched the highlights afterwards, and it wasn't as close as what I first thought, I don't think. But yeah, they were flattered by 4-0. We could have scored loads more. We probably should have scored loads more. But it's nice to see us get an astounding, resounding win. 2 3-0 wins at home, 1 4-0 win. It's magic. It really is. And I think that if Southampton wouldn't have nicked that goal back, I think would have probably gone on to beat them 3 or 4-0 as well. We could have been looking, if it wasn't for that Southampton game, that we have won kind of all 4 first games by 3 goals. That would have been nice. But we've won 3 games by 3 goals and obviously a 4th tonight. Magic. I'll just run through some of the players, shall I? Might as well do. Wes had absolutely nothing to do. The back 5 were great. Obviously, Anel is going to pick up all the plaudits from this, scoring 2 goals. Great going forward. But Reece Norrington Davis, I want to give him a bit of a shout out because in that first half, I think we were 1-0 up and they got through a couple of times where we were just a little bit lackadaisical at the back. One of them, Egan missed his tackle, and then Norwood missed his tackle. And Reece Norrington Davis was like a steam train coming across and got the tackle in. I think there was another that Tommins smashed wide that looked nowhere near going in the back of the net. And I just wanted to give Norrington Davis and Max Lowe 2 big shout outs because those 2 have been fantastic together recently. And big shout out to Lowe for the cross for McBurney's goal, because if we don't score that early goal, you never know what could happen. But yeah, great to see. It really was. Norwood did not put a pass wrong tonight. Norwood's passing was phenomenal. Berger at times was coming deep. I think Berger and Doyle were kind of switching from time to time. In the second half, it seemed like Norwood was playing as a defensive midfielder, and then Sander and Doyle were either side of him a little bit more advanced, with Illy being a little bit further forward, supporting McBurney. And I think at times Illy was further forward than McBurney, kind of chasing the goalkeeper down, chasing the defenders down. It all seems to be working right now. And whatever Heke, Stuart McCall and Jack Lester are kind of showing these players or telling these players what to do, it's certainly working. Could you imagine if we'd have had Paul Eckingbottom all last season? We'd have probably got promoted. And look at what's happening. We deserve everything we've got this season. We just need to kind of pick up our away form, realize that we can just play if we can just play exactly how we do at home, away from home, we should walk this division. We really should. If we're playing like that week in, week out, and I know Reading aren't going to be top of the league come the end of the season, but we've beaten top of the league tonight. In our last home game, we beat Blackburn Rovers, who were top of the league as well. Again, I don't think they're going to be anywhere near top 6, but to beat 2 teams that had really good starts this season, it's great to see. It's great to see. Everyone's playing well. And Nell must be loving life in Sheffield right now. He must think, I wish I'd played for Sheffield United all my life, because he's loving every single minute of this. Doyle, big shout out to Doyle. I thought Doyle was fantastic. Like, I've been wanting Doyle to play all season. And I know that maybe because of his injury, he didn't start the season because of that. But looking at Doyle tonight, he could have played 180 minutes. He was that good. He was just brilliant. He came off, which I didn't really want him to, but yeah, it's his first 90 minutes. Let's give him a rest. But he was all over the place, up and down, left and right, getting stuck in. Even at one point, someone flicked the ball over his head and ran onto it. He didn't lose face. He just got on with it. It's like, all right, yep, someone's done that to me. Let's go and mug them off instead. And yeah, his passing was great tonight. Like I said, between him, Norwood, and Berger, their movement and passing was just gorgeous to see. Illy was fantastic again. McBurney was brilliant again. I can't say more about this team tonight. It was fantastic to see. And I was actually thinking to myself at one point, don't shout at me here. I'm not sure if we play better. Say if Morgan Gibbs White was in this side, he would get in the side. But do we play better without a Morgan Gibbs White? Because everything just seems to gel so well. Whereas Gibbs White would pick the ball up and have a bit of a run with it, do a fancy little flick or whatever. This passing at the moment, boom, 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 just seems to be working better than anything we could ever wish for. So, yeah, I'm not saying that we are better without Morgan Gibbs White, but the football that they're playing right now is breathtaking. It really is. And I think it probably helps us, the fact that Norwich started slow. Watford have been a bit hit and miss at times, but Watford have been good, but they've been a little bit hit and miss. Middlesbrough started terribly. West Brom had a bit of a funny period. So there's a lot of big teams in this division. Some have not started very well, and some will come good. A lot of them will come good. But I'm just fantastically happy that we have started the season really well, because last season we were dreadful. The season before under Wilder in the Premier League, we started dreadfully. It's nice to see the boys start a season really, really well, because it's great finishing a season well, and that's what you want in life. But at the same time, there's nothing that can be starting well from the off and just having loads and loads of confidence. I'm buzzing tonight. I'm probably not going to be able to sleep. Everything's hunky dory. Everything's rosy, and yeah, I'm buzzing. I'll get into some comments. Hecky has built the strongest blade squad I've seen in my lifetime. Oh, I'm not sure about that, Paul. I'm not sure about that. The Pistons, Egan, O'Connell, and Bash in the Premier League. I'm not sure you can beat that. Nelly's fantastic. Norrington Davis done really well, but not sure you can beat that. We've had some fantastic players in the Premier League and going up to the Premier League as well. This is really, really good and really promising, but we do need to see a bit more of it, I think. Can't understand why we play like this away. We play like this. We don't play like this away from home. Exactly what I was saying earlier on. Let's hope nobody leaves by the end of the deadline. I think it's really the only two lads that we're expecting someone could prize them away is Sander and Illy, but no one's talking about Illy, and I'm all for it. I don't want to see Illy go anywhere. And for me, Iliman Ndiaye is more scary to lose than Sander Berger. Do you think Ahmed Hodzic will be one of the best centre-backs in the next... I hope, yeah, I think he will. Whether it's with Sheffield United or with somebody else in the Premier League, that's where he will be. He's that good. Well, that was fun. Tom, you are not wrong, mate. It was very, very fun indeed. Unreal tonight, up the Blades. Let's take that trophy and get back to the Prem. I want to see us win the Championship. That would be absolutely fantastic. I don't care, actually, as long as we get promoted. But winning the Championship, I don't think we've not done that in my lifetime anyway. We've never won the Championship. We may have won the second division at some point, but it'd be nice to see. We've won League One. Let's go and win the Championship now. Gutted I missed tonight due to work, but watched it on my phone. Glad to see Ollie Mack score again. He'll come good this season if we play to his strengths. And what a player, what a signing. Exactly. Who do you think has been a better midfielder for us, Brown or Norwood? I think you've got to probably say Norwood, because Brownie had one fantastic season. You probably won't see a better season from a midfielder than Michael Brown. But Norwood, for his longevity, really, I think is probably just about kind of nudged Brownie out. But I still think Brownie's one of my favorite players of all time. So it's hard for me to say that. I shouldn't have really said that. I might take that back. Yes, Dom, absolutely. I'm loving this. All the love from the Blades. Traveling Blade here, up the Blades. Loving that. Loving that. No Sharp, no problem. Ahmed Hodzic and co did the damage tonight. Sharpie, who'd have thought after last season, us being without Sharpie wouldn't be a problem? Not one shot on target for Reading. Blades were magic. It's going great. Doyle, man of the match for me. Absolutely, Steve. Doyle was fantastic tonight. And I hope that he gets the plaudits that he deserves because he was here, there, and everywhere. His passing was so good too. Nobody should want to leave this team. Promotion-looking side. Sorry about that. Yeah, no one should want to leave this side. They really shouldn't. Like, if Sander went to Club Brugge or wherever that they were talking about before, why would you want to do that if we are looking so good to get into the Premier League? It would be silly. How much steam are we taking to Hull? I hope we're taking all the steam. I don't know what that means, but I hope that we go to Hull and absolutely steamroll them now. I really, really hope we do. Are we winning the league this season, Nick? I sincerely hope so. I think right now there's no one better than us in this division. I really don't think so. But yeah, hopefully, mate. Hopefully. McAtee looked excellent when he came on too. Yes, that's what you want to see. You want to see players come on and do a job as well. Because the thing is, it's great having a first 11 that play week in, week out, no injuries, it just works. But a promotion season is built on a squad, not a first team. So seeing McAtee coming on, seeing Bash, seeing Kadra, they're going to keep putting in these performances. We're going to be up there at the end of the season. Exactly. Who needs Morgan Gibbs White? Who needs Morgan Gibbs White? The whole 11 develops in this team. It's everyone's. I love the fact that everybody is so positive. No negativity in the comments. The most complete performance I've seen for many years. Very well played. There we go. I wonder what Reading fans have got to say about this. Let us know in the comments if you're watching this back, Reading fans. Let us know what you thought of the Blades performance tonight. Absolutely magic Blades. Long way to go, though. Interesting to see what the side would look like tonight if everyone was fully fit. We've got about 11 players injured. 11 players injured. And we're still putting out performances like that. Who would even get in the side who's injured right now? I'm trying to think. I don't think anyone. Would anyone get into the side? Maybe Kieran Clark. Maybe Bogle, possibly. It's just, I don't know. I really don't know. I think Sander to stay and honour his word. I hope so. I really hope so. Nick, I came to your row. You weren't there. Oh, my God. Yes, of course. I will say I was in a box tonight. A lovely gentleman called Dean invited me and Hal. So we were on the family stand in a box. I really do apologize for that. I will be there at the next home game. I will be in my seat. You will have seen my mum, my sister, my nephews on that row. But I wasn't there. I do apologize for that. I hope someone did let you know where I was and what I was doing. If Sander goes, that's going to leave a void. It really does. It leaves a void. But how we're playing right now, like, does someone just come in and do a similar job? No one can do a similar job to Sander. Bogle, maybe. Yeah, it's a good point. Did we see a better technical display under Wilder? I'm not sure. Oh, I think that's recency bias. I think that we forget how good the passing was under Wilder. The Wilder ball of overlapping centre backs. It was great to watch. This is fantastic to watch, but I don't think we can really kind of take that away from Wilder because we had such a great team and such a great footballing kind of ethos. So yeah, I don't want to do that. I don't want to do that to Wilder. Tomorrow and Thursday are going to be very nervy days. hoping not to see Sander's name mentioned. Do you know what, Wayne? I think the fact that Sander played a full 90 minutes tonight just lays down a marker that he's not going anywhere. And I might be wrong. Some bid might come in at the last minute, but it's quite clear that no bid has come in up to now that we were or are thinking about taking, because if that was the case and Sander had his head turned and we'd accepted a bid, Sander would not have played at all in that match. He wouldn't have even been on the bench. And the fact that he didn't even get brought off, for me, shows that he wants to be there. He really, really did. We have to talk about the last-ditch Reece Davis tackle. I already mentioned it earlier on, mate. It was scrumptious. 2 poor tackles from Egan and Norwood, but Reece Davis, with his Usain Bolt legs, got there, and it was so good to see. That's what you want to see, because he is so fast. He really, really is. Anyway, let's leave it there, guys. I don't really want to leave it there because there's nearly 300 people in the stream, but we're going to have to go to bed. I don't know how any of us are going to sleep. Those victories really do take it out of you. And I am going to be wide awake tonight, just thinking about Enel, thinking about Illiman and I, thinking about Ollie Mack. Never thought I'd say that. Anyway, thank you very much for watching, ladies and gentlemen, and I will see you for another, another championship prediction video soon, and then obviously the match preview for Hull City. So, yeah, very good times to come, and thanks for watching. See you next time.